When I saw a video of Tom Cruise saying that he has left Scientology, I was pretty shocked. Cruise has been the golden child for Scientology and has lost at least 2 marriages because of this affiliation. So I was really shocked, but it wouldn't be the first, as Leah Remini and even the Presley women eventually walked away. So I was kind of hoping that this was the first sign of the demise of this so-called church. I'm not going to get too deep, but I grew up in Clearwater, Florida, which is where Scientology took over the entire downtown area, buying up all the prime waterside real estate in the area. It's a thing when you have to walk down there where hundreds of camera eyes watch everyone who walks down the street. The goings-on there are really weird, but that's not the real problem. When a church buys up so much of the high-end properties and pays no taxes, it passes the costs on to local residents and businesses, and to be honest, also, there have been many investigations and scandals surrounding the Church of Scientology, and I intuitively didn't want to be anywhere near the obviously creepy cult, so locals were driven out of their downtown area. Now that you have a brief foundation, let me demonstrate my intent for this video. The video of Tom Cruise turning on Scientology. This is a snippet of the video, and I'll link the full video in the description, so take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, Scientologist, now ex-Scientologist, the biggest movie star in the world, Tom Cruise. Tom, welcome to the channel.
Aaron, hey, thanks for having me.
What made you stop doing that?
I was just another tool in COB's toolbox. And I didn't realize that until I saw just how little we were actually accomplishing.
All right. So let's talk about David Miscavige. You and Dave have been very close for a long time. I think you would describe him as your best friend. He was the best man at 3 of your weddings. He went on your last honeymoon with you, with Katie Holmes. What's your take on him now?
Dave, man, where do I even start? For years, I saw him as this unstoppable force, relentless, dedicated, brilliant. He had this way of making you feel like you were part of something bigger, like you were on the front lines of saving the world, and I ate it up.
Okay, so it was like a bromance?
Yeah, he was my best friend, but it's difficult looking back. I realize I was being played. Dave's not some visionary. He's a con man in an Italian tailor-made suit. Everything was about control, who had it, who didn't, and how he could keep it.
Here's what I want you to know. That video of Tom Cruise is AI, and I couldn't find it disclosed anywhere. It seemed his followers guessed it was AI, and they took it as a joke, so maybe I missed something, but this AI is really getting good. While I was watching it, I kept remarking to Tim about how great Tom Cruise looks and seems to never age. Well, it turns out that's a definite clue. Part of the issue was how it was presented as a split screen with the interviewer and Cruise to seem like he was in Zoom or something. This is a common podcast layout. So we might be seeing a new trend in AI. But when you think about it, the use of AI could have been used for decades by the government. Now, as with so many things, we are seeing an almost deliberate roll out of AI disclosure. Melania is even overseeing a government initiative at AI.gov. From the recent videos associated with the Charlie Kirk assassination, to the AI of Charlie's wife, to President Trump's perfect AI response. They are pushing it in our face, and I'm now wondering how many videos of Hillary Clinton or Nancy Pelosi have been real over the last years. People have talked about actors and clones, and I would think they are critical for live events. But how do we know if anything we are looking at is real? Has AI had a more important role in the awakening than we thought? This alleged interview of Tom Cruise announcing that he was leaving Scientology was really a wake-up call, because usually there are AI artifacts that are easy to spot, like a missing ear or an extra finger. But this was very clean. I mean, why do we need actors at all? Is AI the future of movies, since most of Hollywood is probably going to disappear? These models are creating content that is so polished that it would fool most casual viewers at first glance. So, how was it made? The AI magic and the human behind it are both pretty wild. Deepfakes like this aren't one-click wonders, despite what the headlines might scream. Each clip can take weeks of preparation, and there's definitely an art to it. I can see where skilled AI artists could be in high demand in the future. Wouldn't that be a fun job? It seems that you start with a spot-on physical stand-in actor who looks eerily like Cruz. Same jawline, height, even that cocky grin, and he nails the mannerisms down to the eyebrow twitch. The actor performs the real actions on camera, giving the body language and original audio. Then AI steps in. First, there's facial mapping, where machine learning models, trained on thousands of Cruz photos and clips, swap the stand-in's face for Cruz's in real time, blending skin tones, lighting, and expressions seamlessly. Next, the voice synthesis is done. The AI generates Cruz's voice from samples, adding that gravelly drawl, all without a single word recorded by the Tom himself. And finally, there's a post-production polish where the artist manually tweaks glitches, like blurry edges around the ears or unnatural blinks, to make it uncanny but not obvious. The result is an incredibly realistic deepfake video that could even be world leaders making announcements without their consent. This is really pretty scary. Remember when we talked about artifacts like extra digits? Well, now, the artifacts are more like inconsistent shadows or overly smooth skin, which can be very subtle red flags that scream digital. I did some research, and this video dates back about 4 years, and the creators and Fisher have done interviews owning it as a deepfake project. It even spawned Metaphysic, an AI company now doing legit ads, like resurrecting dead athletes for commercials. So no one's hiding the ball here, it's the wave of the future. Apparently, this ties into a wave of Tom Cruise fakes from 2021, including ones where Cruise runs for president or pulls magic tricks. They were all labeled as experiments in AI ethics. The real Tom? He's been dodging these like bad press. His team slammed them as disturbing back then. At the time, this was cutting edge, but not perfect. Modern eyes spot the fakeness faster now, especially post-2024 scandals like that Russian Olympic deepfake using Cruz's voice to trash the games. If you're still doubting, watch the full-length video in the description, frame by frame. The eyes don't quite track light right, and the teeth look too uniform. Real people have those tiny imperfections that AI smooths over. From a skeptical conservative view, I'm all for innovation. AI like this could restore classic films or train actors without wasting jet fuel on reshoots, and really, how much better would the world be without the secrets that happen on casting couches and freak-off parties? I think this is a wonderful alternative to fame and fortune seekers selling their soul to the devil. This AI technology is a double-edged sword. On one side, it's fun and creative. On the other, it's a gateway to misinformation hell. Imagine politicians deep-faked into scandals or elections swayed by fake celeb endorsements. Or worse yet, imagine AI videos of someone that the deep state wants to hurt in compromising situations with children. It's been surmised that fake evidence about Trump was planted into the Epstein case. I would think that such fake images couldn't withstand legal challenges once an expert is brought in, but it sure could destroy a politician if such fakes are leaked to the media. Conservatives like me, who value truth over slick narratives, see this as another tool for the elite to manipulate the masses. I mean, think about big tech gatekeepers deciding what's real. Tom Cruise has not come out with any public statement, interview, or social media post exposing or addressing the deepfake videos. Cruise and his team have maintained radio silence on the topic. This fits his pattern of controlled PR, focusing on his films and avoiding controversy, but it leaves fans and critics wondering if the fakes crossed a line he chose not to engage. Deepfakes of celebrities and public officials are more than digital tricks. They're powerful tools that can quietly shape public perception and spread false narratives. As this technology becomes easier to create and harder to detect, we need to stay alert, question what we see, and push for safeguards that protect truth in the public sphere. The challenge isn't to fear the future, but to be prepared for it.